changing it up a little bit, we texted a little bit after your Rampage commentary. You've done Rampage. You've got some famous clips, which you have spoken about, which is one of the
Yeah,
crashes where you didn't get that hurt, right? The crazy Rampage crash.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, like, you've dipped your toe pretty deep in the Rampage pool as a rider.
hmm
What's it like going back and being involved in the commentary, being on site? What are those emotions like? Because I haven't been on site. Um, I think I'm almost half too scared to see some of that stuff in person.
Yeah, Rampage is definitely a very unique event. When I was there, the event was different than it is now. When I was there, it was literally part of FMB World Tour. So I was not ready for Rampage at all. But um, I got invites because I was riding District Ride, Joyride, other crank works. And so I had the points to be in, and it was a diamond level event. So I was like, of course I go to Rampage. And then my dad was always on my dig team. He's just an absolute workhorse out there in the desert. There's some funny stories of him out there in the desert, just absolutely being a beast, carrying
I'm
the water up
listening.
and down the mountain and stuff like that. Just like carrying the big buckets of water up and down the mountain, shirt off, like absolutely acting like it's no big deal. Just beasting his way around. Uh,
Did he do like three times the work as any other digger? Just be like, these guys, they don't know work.
yeah, like, bro, uh, it would be like me and Reed and Ethan Nell were on Dig Team actually. Before Ethan and Reed started to get involved in Rampage themselves, Nick Hilton was also involved in that Dig crew, another slopestyle rider. But it would be like Reed and I would go down to the bottom of the mountain and take like a 45-minute round trip and like both bring back one thing of water. And then Vlad would go 10-minute round trip with two of them himself, absolutely insulting Reed and I on the way relentlessly. And we're just like, we can't all be as much of a beast as you. No, so okay, we're talking about Rampage here, right? Yeah. Um, yes, we built the line, and then I had that egregious uh, crash where too much front brake, off the cliff, all of that. Luckily, I was unhurt. My bike was completely fine, miraculously. I scraped up my face because I was trying to like grab some bushes before falling off the cliff, and they would just fall away, and then I would grind my face on the cliff. And I had taken my goggles off my face that day because the light was all blown out and I couldn't see anything with goggles. But yeah, I was kind of unhurt from that crash. I think if I had been severely hurt in that crash, all my emotions about Rampage and going back to that scene would be very different, obviously. Because like I feel like the brain like connects with events like that differently. Whereas I go back and I'm like, wow, that was an incredibly crazy moment, but I don't have like PTSD or scarring from it. I'm kind of like, whoa, like I'm just thankful that I was fine from that, you know? But Rampage, I feel like, is very different now than it was back then. All the riders are much more prepared. All the riders have these beast dig teams that just do such impressive work all over the mountain. Um, so for me going there and being involved in the media and everything was an amazing experience. I mean, uh, that media team like Salema and Cam and the other guys involved in that broadcast, like they make my job super easy. So that was super easy on that front, but it was just really cool to be able to react to those runs live on TV next to Cam, like super sick experience. And I would like to go ride that event as well, but I'm not exactly sure when. So would be stoked on doing the whole media experience again as well.
So, what's it like working with Salema? Like, he's quite a great in the world of presenting, for action sports.
he is way too good. Like the voice is
Yeah.
so
What makes him
iconic, and
so
he kind of
good?
like runs because I feel like just the iconic voice always has the right things to say, but also like he just kind of runs the show. You know what I mean? They're always in our ear, as you know, with the commentary. Like there's people in your ear, so you gotta like basically act like you're not hearing that and make the show flow how they want you to make it flow. And Salema is just an absolute pro at that, especially when it comes to Rampage. So yeah, he's he's a great in that field for a reason, for sure.